So one of the questions we are asked most is, where do we get music for our videos? And the answer to that is simple. I actually make about 99% of it. There's exceptions here and there, like dubstep guns and stuff like that, but I pretty much do it all right here with our setup. So here's the basic process for when I write music for a video. I start with the final cut of the piece and I bring it into my program of choice, Logic Pro. From there, I give it a couple listens, figure out where the dynamics, figure out where the music needs to be loud, soft, fast, slow, all that stuff. And then I just start messing around with a couple themes, just hitting around on the piano for a bit, finding some cool chords I like, maybe playing on the guitar a little bit. Once I've kind of achieved that or found something that sounds cool, just take it, run with it, repeat it, make some variations, and eventually polish it off onto a final piece of music. Now, Logic is a program that allows you to do a variety of things. You can record instruments and microphones into it directly. You can hook up a MIDI keyboard, such as the one I have here, and you can also just work with pre-existing audio files that you can just drop in there. So in order to do this, there's a couple pieces of very important equipment that I like to use. In order to actually get sound in the computer, such as recording a microphone or a guitar, I like to use an audio interface. Basically, you can take one of these things and just plug it in with a USB. You can put microphones in here using an XLR cord. You can plug guitars into them as well, just through the jack on the back of a guitar. And that brings it all right into the program. Another thing is the keyboard. This is a USB-powered keyboard that inputs MIDI notes. Basically, MIDI notes are simply just keystrokes which correspond to different notes and all that stuff. Here's an example of the keyboard running through a drum sample. So these drum samples I'm using are actually recorded from real drums. Basically, someone took a microphone and a drum kit and recorded each one in a clean environment, making it sound super realistic, and that's why I like to use them. It also allows you to run through other virtual instruments. Another couple useful things to have are usually a good microphone. This one I use for both sound design, recording voices, vocals, everything, and sometimes like acoustic guitars. This just plugs right into the audio interface. Also, when writing your music, you want to accurately hear what you're writing. These headphones and these speakers are specially designed to accurately portray the sound. That means they don't add any extra treble or bass, and they really just play for you exactly what you're meant to hear. So, how does all this stuff work together? Let me show you. I can take my video file here, and I can load it right into the program, which allows me to essentially just scrub through this musical timeline while watching the video. Usually I can start by taking this keyboard and I can like loop it through, a drum sample of some sort like this, and record that and start layering pieces over that. So once I've got my first track in there, I can start adding things on top of it, such as like a synthesizer bass line or some sort. I've got a pretty good bass to start adding more things on top of. I've got a rhythm, I've got a beat, and I've got a couple notes in there. To add a guitar track in or something like that, all I have to do is basically plug my guitar directly into that audio interface I was talking about. Now, if you listen to the guitar right now, it sounds kind of plain. That's because you're hearing the raw electric guitar sound going right out of the speakers. One filter I like to use in particular is called Guitar Rig. It does an excellent job of making your electric guitar sound very realistic, and there's a lot of styles. You can do anything from just like normal distortion to more like heavy distorted lead or something like that. Taking that and now adding it to the piece I've already recorded, I can hopefully make something sound cool or really stupid, depending on how this goes. Now with that all together, I can play it back and hear what I just made. So, nothing too crazy yet, but I'm only just beginning. Usually it takes a lot of refinement and polish to kind of get something sounding good. You need a lot of layers in it and musical complexity to kind of get that rich sound. check this out. Every single time we release a video, I usually include a iTunes and or Bandcamp link, which allows you to get a song for like $1. And basically, you can use them any way you wish. There's a Creative Commons license, essentially, that allows it for you guys to use in your own videos, as long as there's no ads on them. You can do whatever you want. You can chop it up, mix it, put it in your soundtrack, do anything you want. At this point, we have about over 50 videos, so there's kind of a selection. But you know, if you're in need of music, just take a look through that, and maybe there's something that'll fit. So I hope you guys learned something from that, and maybe gained a little bit of insight onto the music writing process. Wait, hold on. Before you close that window, if you want to see more cool music breakdowns like the one from Instakill, click here at the tip of my bass guitar. If you don't see that button, turn annotations on, or check out the link in the description. Also, if you want to check out the music that I make, you can visit our SoundCloud page, which has a link somewhere in my vicinity. If you want to check out our Bandcamp page, there's another link in our vicinity. And if you want to see our stuff on iTunes, just search for my name, Sam Gorski, on iTunes. You'll find all our music there. If you have any questions about the gear I'm using, samples, programs, whatever, hit us up on Twitter at Corridor Digital. And if 140 characters isn't long enough for you, send us an email. See you guys.
What email?
What, Ren?
What's the email address?
It's on the button.
Where can you see it?
There's a button, right? There's a button for it.
A button for the email?
Yeah, it's right here. It's on the screen. There you go. There you go. It'll be there.